Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to this channel, activate the notifications, and stay with us until the end. Every detail of this message contains powerful truths that can reshape your understanding of life and faith. You do not want to miss what comes next. The Book of Ecclesiastes, traditionally attributed to King Solomon, stands out as one of the most striking reflections on human existence. Unlike other biblical critiques that may open with encouragement or praise, Ecclesiastes begins with a bold declaration: Vanity of vanities, always vanity. This phrase does not introduce despair, but rather an invitation to deeper wisdom. Through its verses, we discover guidance that is not bound to earth pursuits but to eternal values. Ecclesiastes dismantles the illusions of human pride, the obsession with wealth, and the hunger for control. It calls us to simplicity, reverence before God, and awareness of the fleeting nature of time. As we read its chapters, we learn that true joy is not found in possessions or accomplishments, but fear in the Lord and walking in His purpose. Now, let us explore the essential lessons from Ecclesiastes. Each way is drawn directly from a specific chapter and verse, teaching us how to live with balance, humility, and reverence. First lesson: there is a time for everything. Eclesiastes 3:1 declares: To everything there is a season, and a time for every purpose under heaven. This passage reminds us that life unfolds in cycles: birth and death, planting and harvesting, mourning and laughter, all take place within the timetable established by God. Understanding this truth helps us release anxiety and trust in His divine timing. Even silence and waiting carry meaning, for they are part of God's overarching design. Second lesson: trust and persevere. E Eclesiastes 11:6 we read: In the morning sow your seed, and in the evening do not let your hand be idle, for you do not know which will prosper, this or that, over there both alike will be good. This verse teaches persistence. We are called to act with diligence, never knowing which effort God will show us to blaze. Perseverance combined with faith becomes a pathway to unexpected fortunes. Third lesson: injustice is, but God judges all. Eclesiastes 3:17 declares: God will judge the righteous and the wicked, for there is a time for every activity and for every work. Human systems often fail to bring justice, but divine judgment is certain. This truth comforts the oppressed while serving as a warning to the arrogant. No action escapes God's sight, and His perfect timing guarantees perfect justice. Fourth lesson: wisdom preserves life. Eclesiastes 7:12 explains: Wisdom is a shelter as money is a shelter, but the advantage of knowledge is this: wisdom preserves the life of those who have it. Here, Solomon compares wisdom to money. Both can provide protection, but wisdom surpasses wealth because it safeguards the soul. Riches might protect temporarily, but wisdom directs, guards, and aligns us with God's will. Investing in wisdom is far more valuable than accumulating material possessions. Fifth lesson: no és completely righteous. E Eclesiastes 7:25, Solomon recognizes human imperfection. The teaching here is simple yet unblinking. Every person fails. No one is without fault. This truth invites us to embrace grace, forgiveness, and dependence on God's mercy. We should not expect perfection from others or from ourselves. True strength comes from acknowledging our reliance on the Lord's compassion. Sixth lesson: God owes the future. Eclesiastes 8:7 tells us: Since no one knows what will happen, who can tell him when it will happen? The future remains hidden. Instead of producing fear, this uncertainty should drive us to faith. We cannot control tomorrow, but God knows it fully. Living one day at a time, trusting Him, transforms anxiety into peace. Seventh lesson: the wise decide the right moment. Eclesiastes 8:5 states: The wise heart will know the proper time and procedure. Wisdom is not just knowledge, but also sensitivity to the right moment. Knowing when to act, when to speak, and when to remain still is part of divine discernment. The wise person follows God's hidden, avoiding ash and fallings, walking a mental with his order. 8 lesson, work with excellence. Eclesiastes 9 horas e 10 shorts, whatever your hand finds to do, do it with your might, for in the grave, where you are going, there is neither work nor planning nor knowledge nor wisdom. Life is short. The opportunities we have today will not return once we pass into eternity. Therefore, every task should be carried out with excellence and dedication, whether it is great or small. Excellence in work is also a form of worship. Neat lesson, success does not always belong to the strong. Eclesiastes 9 horas e 11 ashes. The race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, nor bread to the wise, nor riches to me of understanding, but time and chance happen to them all. Human ability does not guarantee outcomes. Life is unpredictable and often beyond our control. This lesson remains west to rely on God's sovereignty rather than our own strength. Success, in the end, flows from His hand. The fastest runner might stumble, the strongest warrior might fall, and the wealthiest mind might lose everything. What remains constant is that God directs history, and those who trust in Him find security beyond the uncertainties of life. 30 lesson, a small mistake can destroy great wisdom. Solomon points out that even a single mistake can overshadow much good. Wisdom must be guarded carefully, because one careless action has the power to ruin credibility and diminish influence. This is a call to vigilance, humility, and integrity. True, wisdom requires not only knowledge but also consistent life that reflects God's truth. Protecting our testimony is vital, for one wrong choice can undo years of faithfulness. 11 lesson, a small error can destroy much good. Eclesiastes 10 horas e 1 declares, as dead fleas cause the ointment of the apothecary to give off a odor, so does a little folly obey wisdom and honor. This vivid image shows how fragile reputation can be. Integrity might take years to build but can collapse in a moment of fallings. This lesson demands constant watchfulness over our words, actions, and attitudes. A wise life is not just about understanding principles. It is about living them out with consistency. 12th lesson, do not neglect the timing of wisdom. Eclesiastes 10 horas 10 says, if the arrow is blunt and one does not sharpen the edge, he must use more strength, but wisdom brings success. Acting without wisdom is like working with a double-edged shouting, slow and ineffective. This verse remains us to pause, seek guidance, and sharpen our tools before moving forward. Rushing into decisions wastes energy, while wisdom multiplies results. God calls us to hear His voice and lean on His direction, turning effort into fruitful choices. 13 lesson, he who digs a pit might fall into it. Eclesiastes 10 horas e 8 says, he who digs a pit will fall into it, and whoever breaks through a wall might be beaten by a serpent. Solomon illustrates the principle of consequences. Those who play evil often become victims of their own schemes. This lesson warns us against malice and deceit. God's justice might not always be immediate, but it is certain. Integrity remains a fast path, for the trap set for others often ensnare those who created them. 30 lesson, a small mistake can destroy great wisdom. Solomon points out that even a single mistake can overshadow much good. Wisdom must be guarded carefully, because one careless action has the power to ruin credibility and diminish influence. This is a call to vigilance, humility, and integrity. True, wisdom requires not only knowledge but also consistent life that reflects God's truth. Protecting our testimony is vital, for one wrong choice can undo years of faithfulness. 11th lesson, a small error can destroy much good. Eclesiastes 10 horas e 1 declares, as dead fleas cause the ointment of the apothecary to give off a odor, so does a little folly obey wisdom and honor. This vivid image shows how fragile reputation can be. Integrity might take years to build but can collapse in a moment of fallings. This lesson demands constant watchfulness over our words, actions, and attitudes. A wise life is not just about understanding principles. It is about living them out with consistency. 12th lesson. Do not neglect the timing of wisdom. Eclesiastes 10:10 says, If the iron is blunt and one does not sharpen the edge, he must use more strength. But wisdom brings success. Acting without wisdom is like working with a dull-bladed exhausting, slow and ineffective. This verse reminds us to pause, seek guidance, and sharpen our tools before moving forward. Rushing into decisions vastes energy, while wisdom multiplies results. God calls us to hear his voice and lean on his direction. Turn effort into fruitful outcomes. 13th lesson. He who digs a pit might fall into it. Eclesiastes 10:8 says, He who digs a pit will fall into it, and whoever breaks through all might be bitten by a serpent. Solomon illustrates the principle of consequences. Those who play evil often become victims of their own schemes. This lesson warns us against malice and deceit. God's justice might not always be immediate, but it is certain. Integrity remains a fast path, for the trap set for others often ensnare those who created them. For this lesson, cast your bread upon the waters. Eclesiastes 11:1 tells us, Cast your bread upon the waters, for you will find it after many days. This metaphor speaks of generosity and faith. Giving without expecting or immediate return requires trust in God. No act of kindness is wasted. Every seed of compassion is seen by him, and at the right time the reward will come. This lesson challenges us to live open-handedly, confident that God himself oversees the harvest. 15th lesson. The body returns to dust, the spirit to God. Eclesiastes 12:7 affirms, The dust returns to the earth as it was, and the spirit returns to God who gave it. Life on earth is temporary. The body fades, but the spirit belongs to eternity. Recognizing this truth shifts our priorities and shapes how we live. It compels us to prepare for the day we will stand before our Creator. Our choices, relationships, and pursuits take an eternal weight when we remember that death is not the end but the doorway to God's presence. 16th lesson. The whole duty of humanity is to fear God. The conclusion of Solomon's reflections is found in Eclesiastes 12:13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. This is the core of Ecclesiastes. Everything else is secondary. True earning does not rest in wealth, power, or pleasure, but reverence and obedience to God. Here, fear does not mean terror, but profound respect, trust, and love that lead to faithful living. This verse is the anchor of the entire book, the call to align our lives fully with the will of the Lord. 17th lesson. God grants the power to enjoy. Eclesiastes 5:19 declares, Every man to whom God has given riches and wealth, and given him the power to eat of it, to receive his portion, and to rejoice in his labor is the gift of God. Prosperity is not simply about possession, but about the ability to enjoy what one has. Many own riches yet lack peace. The true blessing is balance, the grace to work, to rest, and to find contentment under God's hand. Real joy in life is not in the abundance of things, but in the capacity granted by God to enjoy them with gratitude. Against lesson, money is useful, but it is not everything. As Solomon continues, he acknowledges that money has its practical uses but warns that it cannot satisfy the deepest needs of the human heart. Wealth can solve temporary problems, but it cannot purchase peace, wisdom, or eternal life. This lesson invites us to put money in its rightful place, a tool, not a master. 19th lesson, those who watch the wind will not sow. Ecclesiastes chapter 4 warns, He who observes the wind will not sow, and who regards the clouds will not reap. Waiting for perfect conditions often leads to paralysis. Life rarely offers ideal circumstances. Faith calls us to act even amid uncertainty. Blessings come to those who move forward with confidence, not to those who remain frozen by fear. 20th lesson. Better to hear reproof from the wise than praise from fools. Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 5, states, It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than to listen to the song of fools. Correction. Autor uncomfortable is a gift. Flattery pleases the ear but blinds the soul, while wise admonition guides and protects. Accepting correction is a sign of maturity and a step toward true growth in God. 21st lesson. The end is better than the beginning. Finally, Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 8, concludes, The end of a matter is better than its beginning, and the patient spirit is better than the proud spirit. Starting well is good, but finishing well is even better. Many begin with enthusiasm, yet perseverance to the end is what God most values. The journey between start and finish is where growth, trials, and transformation occur. The lessons of Ecclesiastes bring us back to a fundamental truth. Life without God is empty, but life lived in His presence gains eternal significance. Wealth, power, and achievements may appear impressive, but only reverence for the Creator gives them true value. Solomon closes his reflections with a command that echoes through the ages. Fear God and keep His commandments, for this is a duty of every human being. This is the invitation for us today. Do not pursue what fades, but invest in what endures forever. Live wisely, walk with integrity, and embrace each day as a gift from above. Now, I leave you with a challenge. What place does God truly occupy in your daily life? Are you building on sand or on the solid foundation of His word? If this message has touched your heart, do not keep it to yourself. Share this video with someone who needs to be reminded of these eternal truths. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and stay with us as we continue discovering the powerful lessons of Scripture that transform the way we live. Remember, everything under the sun is temporary, but those who walk with God shine beyond time.